Howdy, YouTube. So, do you believe in magic? So, you can see my opinion on this in my previous videos, but I wanted to go over one case, which is 9/11. So, what actually happened on 9/11? So, we're going to take a look, and this is based on a YouTube playlist or video set of videos that I saw a long time ago. I just wanted to give credit to them. If you want to get more insight into what is driving what I'm trying to say here, you can look at these videos. It's by Evolution Smith. These were uploaded, I think, like 14 years ago, it says, and it only got 1,000 likes. So I don't think many people know about it. So I kind of wanted to just promote it a little bit. So basically, what this is going to postulate is that the events of 9/11 that led up to it and what happened on that day of was driven by um, beliefs uh, in magical things like occultic things, planetary alignments, things like that, and well, you'll see. So obviously, so here we have the symbol for Gemini. Gemini being the twins. It is a constellation in our night sky, and so obviously these represent the twin towers. Okay, and we have one of our players here is we have the planet Saturn. So one thing that we should note is that a lot of our what's in our society are based off of very old occultic beliefs. So we have Saturn, the planet Saturn. We have which is Saturn Day was based off of it. So just what has led up to this is people believing that these planets have certain characteristics. So again, it's in our society. So you, whether you consciously know that you believe in it or not, it's in your psyche as well. But conscious or not, let's look at what the conscious people are saying about this, and they're saying things like Saturn is good for productivity, for organization. Maybe it's like for business, money, things like that. So just a little side note: the big cube that in the Muslim religion, it's actually Saturn. It's a big black box. The color of Saturn is black, and people walk around it like big rings. Just a little side note. So here we have the official website for the World Trade Center, WTC.com. And one of the timelines, it shows that the actual opening ceremony of the unveiling of the World Trade Center took place on April 4th, 1973. So here we have a astrological chart of what happened, of what the solar system looked like on April 4th, 1973. So we want to note here that the planet Saturn is in Gemini. So one of the things that the video postulates is that this was very intentional. If we go back, we can see that the actual finishing um, of the towers occurred back in 1971, but it was opened late in 1973, so there was a little bit of a delay to wait for this alignment to imbue basically the twin towers with the properties of Saturn is what this magic is trying to do. So fast forward to September 11th. So there was an additional planetary alignment with Pluto. So what is Pluto? Pluto was the god of the underworld, god of destruction. Here we see that it's characterized by how to wipe the slate clean. And it's very transformative. So here we can see, again, Saturn is in Gemini, but directly across we also have Pluto. Pluto being in that alignment to destroy this old paradigm. So one source where we can see this sort of magical like characteristics and procedures being really explicit is from the Order of the Golden Dawn. Aleister Crowley was part of it. Israel Regardie wrote this book. He was a part of it. You can look here for more information about kind of what that these properties are coming from. So here, another characteristic that occurred was the Tower card in the tarot deck of cards. Why is this relevant? Well, we can obviously see that the tower is burning. People are jumping out of it. It's very terrible. But why? What does the tower represent? It's representing. Well, we build up towers. We build up, our society. But then the tower, when it's on fire and it collapses, that is representative of an old system dying, so that it can make way for a new system. So the other aspect that we're going to talk about is the middle pillar ritual. So the middle pillar ritual, again, is a Golden Dawn idea. Not originally them, but they certainly practice it. But basically, it's a ritual in which the magician, is trying to alchemically, internally, subconsciously trying to transform their selves through this like magical ritual that you can just perform in the middle of your apartment or whatever. But basically, the middle pillar ritual, what you're envisioning is you have three pillars here. So your body has three pillars. Here is the tree of life overlaid on top of a person. So you have the right pillar, the left pillar, and the middle pillar. The right and the left being the masculine and then the feminine. And what those represent, and obviously, and so now, if you haven't put it together, these are the twin towers, the left and the right pillar. And in this ritual, what will happen is you will imagine that your feminine and your masculine opposing pillars are falling away, and then from your root chakra, this is your genitals, I guess, right here, is you're envisioning that, and goes back to like some Kundalini stuff, is you're envisioning that from the earth chakra, physical chakra down here, you are generating energy and pushing it up through your spine, through your middle pillar, and you are trying to get energy up into your mind. So you're trying to enlighten and open up these pillars along the way, your stomach, heart, throat, and then up to your mind, and then thus reaching some sort of enlightenment, some sort of new realization, some being greater than the polarized versions of yourself. So this is what the middle pillar is trying to accomplish in the person. And this goes back to, so at the start of this video, what is 9/11? 9/11 was a giant magical ritual on a global scale to perform this ritual where the left and the right polarities are destroyed, again, through the tarot card, like the tower sits, and then trying to ascend into a new paradigm. Again, Pluto, you have to destroy the old and get to the new, and then ascend into a new age of enlightenment, a new future of enlightenment, of an enlightened self. So that's where the final middle pillar comes from. If we look where the Twin Towers were, we can see that the new, what's there now is that there are these giant light beams that shoot up into the sky, which represents the middle pillar, which represents, I guess, the people who orchestrated this believe humanity is shedding off its polarized left and right egos and are now trying to enter into an age where we are ascending from the root chakra all the way up into enlightenment. And that's what this giant light beam shooting into the sky represents. So there you have it. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was the most insightful um, perspective on what happened on that fateful day of 9/11. It's I'm not going to go into the details of any of the um, of anything else. I'm just looking at the data. So these are not my opinions. I'm just again just trying to present some ideas. So yeah, I thought this was pretty interesting. Thanks for watching, YouTube.